That's good. No, it's not. Let's see if my tinnitus ears can balance the audio properly. This is Phantom Kangaroos, not the blank screen. Let's take a look-see. Let me rearrange my screens. I guess that's good. Alright. Phantom Kangaroos. I forget how I came across this topic. But when I saw it, I knew. I knew I had to read about it. Well, this is kind of like a cryptid. It slots more into the overall paranormal type thing. If you're a huge nerd, it's a Fortean anomaly. A phantom kangaroo is a report of kangaroos, wallabies, or their accompanying footprints. Well, that's boring. I want to see whole guys hopping about in areas where there is no native population. Some explanations put forth are escaped zoo or circus animals, as in the UK, or publicity stunts. Using photographs from Australia. I guess most of these are like old 20th century type thing. Suggested outbreaks of such sightings are a form of mass psychogenic illness. Supposedly. But, you know, I feel like this is thrown about a lot. Mass psychosis. I mean, it's a spectrum, I guess, because, like, people are very... They don't have to be experiencing, you know, psychosis to panic and experience things a certain way. People are very malleable, right? In France, a population of feral red-necked wallabies. That's funny. Red-necked wallabies. You might be a phantom kangaroo. Misidentified as Kangaroos. Oh, these are real. A population. This is fact. They live near the township of Émancé, about 50 kilometers southwest of Paris. They descended from a breeding population which escaped a zoological reserve in the 70s. So this right out the gate, these are real. That's not a phantom at all, if you ask me. These are real-ass kangaroos. Well, wallabies. Do people in Australia, do Aussies just, like, see kangaroos on the daily? Are they crossing the street? That's pretty cool. In Japan, between 2002 and 2011. So they were around for a specific time, kind of like the killer clown sightings. Except this was like a whole decade. A series of phantom kangaroo sightings in the Mayama Mountain District of Osaki, Miyagi City. So those are phantom. Those are fake kangaroos. What could you possibly mistake as a kangaroo, you know? That's pretty funny. But seemingly it's not so out of the realm of possibility, because, I mean, the French kangaroo is a real thing. The French wallaby. That's crazy. You know? Pockets of ruse. It's more likely than you think. In New Zealand in 1831, after arriving in Australia, 2 sailors from the Sydney packet reported that they had seen a giant kangaroo. That's not too crazy. They had ruse on the mind. These are Aussies in New Zealand. 30 feet tall. A big roo at a small cove in Dusky Sound, South Island. I see them, they're like right in there. Zoom in, enhance. From a small boat, they observed it standing near the tree line. Then when they came too close, the animal jumped into the water and swam away, leaving a wake. I wonder if kangaroos can swim. Kawau Island has a colony of 3 species of wallabies, descending from deliberate introduction by Sir George Grey. Very fitting music. New Zealand also has a wild population of wallabies in the Waimate district. They were introduced for hunting. Oh no. Don't do that. How common are wallaby in their native land? What's the status? Threats. Where does it say conservation status? Huh. I don't know. Unknown. Also a locked page. Due to the Great Wallaby Disaster. In the UK, documented colonies of red-necked wallabies exist. Huh. So there seemingly is a very common phenomena. A breeding colony established itself after breaking loose from a private zoo in Leek, Staffordshire in the 1930s. They peaked in the 70s. No confirmed sightings of them in 2000 to 2007. Some locals believe they must have died out. In 2009, newspapers reported wallaby sightings, including clear pictures that made reference to sightings in 2008. In recent years, they've been documented again. That's crazy. Well, wallabies are pretty small, so... I mean, if they were looking at that wallaby from a long ways away, you know, they could have fooled themselves into thinking it was way bigger. Because you can't always tell the size of something, especially if you're not used to seeing like wallabies and kangaroos on the daily. you can't really, you know, make out how big they truly are. So it's not too crazy that they thought it was a giant kangaroo. In the US, alright, these are all fake. Ain't no fucking ain't no fucking roos around these parts. In 34 near South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, not Pennsylvania. An atypical roo, or a roo-like beast, was reported by several witnesses over a 5-day period, and to have killed and partially devoured several animals, including ducks, geese, a German shepherd, and other dogs. Kangaroos are typically unaggressive and vegetarian. I mean, they definitely can fuck up an animal. Those guys are built. Have you seen them boxing and shit? They will fuck you up. A witness described the animal as looking like a large kangaroo running and leaping across a field. A search party followed the animal's tracks to a cave where they stopped. It was never found, and national news coverage drew widespread ridicule. That's a cryptid right there. I mean, it is possible. This was 1934. Maybe it was from a zoo. And that guy died. He died alone in a cave. Sag. In 74, in Chicago, Illinois, 2 coppers were called to investigate a report that a kangaroo was standing in someone's porch. After a brief search, the officers located the animal in an alleyway, but were unable to capture it. Over the next month, numerous kangaroo sightings were reported in Illinois and the neighboring states of Indiana and Wisconsin, with timing suggesting more than one animal if reports were accurate. A kangaroo was seen the next day by a paperboy, the next week in Schiller Woods, and the week after that just outside Plano, Illinois, reported by a cop who said it jumped 8 feet from a field into the road. 30 minutes later, a kangaroo was reported back in Chicago, then reported on the following 3 days in the surrounding countryside. A few days later, a rash of sightings in Indiana. Reports ceased about a month after the original story. Holy shit. A breakout of ruse. A gang terrorizing Illinois. What a nightmare. Standing in someone's porch. Oh man, I see it in my head. He's just standing there, menacingly. Ma, there's a weird fucking roo on the porch. It looks like grandma, the fucking thing. Wisconsin, 2 men photographed a large kangaroo beside the highway. Oh, there's links to this guy. They photographed it. I have that in the next tab here. Animal looked like a wallaby. Most of these seem to be wallabies. This guy. Talk about pear-shaped. In Oklahoma, a kangaroo was recorded by hunters in a field. The video was published on the website YouTube. If you've heard of a certain website called YouTube, and prompted speculation that the animal may be a pet kangaroo who went missing. No one should be keeping fucking kangaroos as pets. stands up. Stands up in the pew like that guy. I have something to say. Also in 2013, Salem, New York. Captured on video. Escaped wallabies were known in Westchester County, which encompasses North Salem. Several people in the county had kept wallabies as pets. Yeah. What is that, like upstate New York? Northeastern section of... Oh yeah. There's some richoids up there. It's possible, it's possible. Let's take a look at the Wisconsin cheesehead kangaroo. This is fucking terrifying. There he is. Looks like he stomped down some corn plants here. Man, if there's corn out there, they have so much places to hide. That's they call that the Midwest bush. Just like home. That's fucking scary. That's some creepy pasta. Very creepy. Also, I think I skipped this, but I think it's called vagrancy in animals. Where was this? Ah, yes. Vagrancy. A phenomenon in biology whereby an individual animal, usually a bird because they fly, appears well outside its normal range. The term accidental is sometimes used. Yeah, that's an accidental guy right there. There are a number of poorly understood factors which might cause an animal to become vagrant. Navigatory errors. Yeah, crossed wires. Events may lead to colonization and eventually to speciation. Look at this guy. Vagrant birds in unfamiliar habitats may end up dying from stress. Dumbass. We got a dumbass alert. Ew. Poor thing. Look at him. He's like, water. Yeah. Devil monkeys. I like how additionally suggests that a number of American phantom kangaroo sightings may actually be sightings of devil monkeys. That's funny. It's like that's like old Joe popping out the the general store and being like, "That ain't no Bigfoot. That was a chupacabra." Like, why are we arguing over what kind of fake animal it was? What evidence are you gonna bring forth? You know, what the fuck? Yeah, the Japanese ones. Cryptozoologist Lauren Coleman wondered if, based on its reported size, this might actually be a wallaby rather than a kangaroo. Well, I guess it's possible. Seemingly, a lot of these are wallabies. Arizonian kangaroo. Yeah, I think a lot of these are real, man. They're just escaped zoo captives, you know? Let me know if you've ever seen a kangaroo on your porch. Like, comment, subscribe if you've ever seen a kangaroo. Escapee theory. Yes, yes. That's pretty fucking scary. What's he gonna do? It's also kind of sad because these are animals that should not be taken out of the wild. Like, they may, I guess some do survive, you know. I hope they all thrive. I hope all the phantom kangaroos out there thrive.